Hello and welcome back to Games of the Week. And this time I want to spend, time talking about merge games. I could probably, I kind of want to do a full episode on this, but I don't feel like I actually have enough to say for a full episode, so we will do it for this. And what I really want to talk about is the different kinds of merge games there are, because I think on here I've previously talked about two, and I recently realized there's actually a third type of merge game that I can think of. First are board merge games. These are the ones that I typically like. They are named because they are typically on a contained board where you have a generator or usually multiple generators that you will click on to get items. You will merge two of those items together to get a new item. And usually it kind of functions the way that there is a specific item you are trying to get to fulfill some sort of order. So usually you will get that and then you will complete the order and it will disappear. So this is stuff like Merge Mare, Mergificent, Love and Pies, what is it called? Merge Mansion or whatever, the one with the Kathy Bates and stuff advertisements, the unlimited advertisement budget. But like with Merge Mare, you're building stuff that you need for the city. With Love and Pies, you're merging for orders, for the cafe, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's kind of like, it's kind of as simple as that. Like, some of these games will have like an extra other little mechanic to add on, usually just to add some sort of spice, so they'll have different challenges or whatever else. But generally, there is a board. You merge on that board, just two items together to get a new item, and you have generators that you click on, or sometimes there's like an auto generator. And it's simple stuff, and I love it so much. The second type that I have named, I believe I've called it World Merge, because it is more open. Like, you are moving around an area. The generators might be like some grass, and the grass might disappear. Or, there might be like other like specific things that you are clicking on and interacting with. That's more than just like a kind of simple generator that you have. There's usually like a little bit more interactivity, and there's this whole like open space that you move around, and often you can unlock like new spaces to then go to, new lands to go to, and maybe you'll just have your main one that you stay on, and you can do some customization and stuff on that. Merge Dragons and Merge Fables are the two I can really think of right now. They're not typically my thing, mostly because they're landscape. And you know me, I am not a huge fan of landscape games. It's just harder for me to just hold and mess with and everything. I have tiny hands and big phones. And another important difference between world and board merge games is world games, you are merging at least 3 items together. It is either 3 items or 5 items. If you merge 3 items, you get 1 new item. If you merge 5, you usually get 2 new items, I think. I don't think you get 3 new items out of that. I think it's just 2. So that's another different mechanic. And while you may be given goals to merge certain things, usually those are things you are keeping for specific purposes. Like maybe you are merging to build a generator, which you also can do in board merge games, but it just functions a little differently. It feels more like a video game and not like a puzzle game. I don't know if that makes sense. I might listen to this when editing and change my mind completely, but it is just, it feels more interactive and moving around and more video gamey, I guess. Depending on your definition of video gamey, I guess. If your idea of a video game is Tetris or Skyrim. Neither of those are Tetris or Skyrim, but I hope you get the vibe. And the third one, which I'm going to try to figure out live on air, which is very good for a time-limited podcast, what to call this, because it is like So merge, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do the bad thing and look it up while I am on here, but um yeah, merge evolution is one of these, and there was another one. It was like merge towers or merge ships, or there's a couple others that I have played that are like this, where you start out with like four squares, or like somewhere between like 4 and 8 squares that items will drop onto. Usually, it is a chest, and you open the chest, and then you merge the items from the chest, and you leaving the items, like having the items merged, will generate currency. Like just them hanging out there will generate some sort of currency that you can then use to add more squares, so for more places to drop, for more room for you to merge stuff, or you can just go and buy specific items to merge with enough currency, and it's much more limited. It feels much more like a time crunch, I guess. Like the other games have ways to get you hooked where you need to come back to do this, that, or the other thing, like all live service games kind of do. But this one, it's way more built into the functionality than the others, because you can't get. I don't know. I'm trying to explain the loop, because you can usually click a generator to drop the chests that you need, and they'll just drop randomly anyway, and then you merge them, and while you're merging them, more are dropping, so you just feel like you got to keep merging so you can keep making space for more things to drop, and then you have to quickly open the stuff, because if they're in the chest, they're not generating the currency, so you got to open it to generate the currency, and you've got to merge them to have more open spaces, and also, the more the merge, the more currency it generates, and then you're running out of room, and you need the currency to buy more spots. And also, usually after you hit a certain like merge level, it will the chest that drops will drop a higher level of merge. So like if we're starting with like for a merge evolution, if we are starting with a raindrop and then we merge up to a certain level, instead what will drop are clouds instead of raindrops. And it kind of just goes up on that level. But I think in some games you actually have to purchase upgrades, so it will start dropping the higher level of thing. But it just seems more frantic because it's happening without your input. You can increase it with your input, but and it just always like, it feels like more of an unpleasant hook very early on compared to kind of it sneaking up on you on the other merge games. That said, I still like it better than the world merge game. Maybe because they're typically landscape, and maybe because this type of merge game is typically portrait rather than landscape, and but also it's just immediately very addictive, while the world merge usually has a lot more story to set up. But I am trying to think of a name for this, because auto merge isn't right, or I guess land merge isn't right either. I guess let me know if you have any thoughts for that, or if you have any other thoughts for like the world merge. I'm pretty settled on board merge for that one. But I just don't know of a name yet for this new type, not new type, it's been around for a while, but this distinct type of merge game where it feels much more of an idle game than other merge games might, even though there are a lot of idle mechanics in there as well. I don't know. Are there any other type of merge games I am missing out on? I think I've covered. I think those are the major ones, but I thought I covered the two major ones, and I remembered this third one exists when I downloaded Merge Evolution, and then just wanted to play the I can't remember the name of the game. The god game, where you put things together to make new things, but Is that a type of merge game where it's like life or like bacteria plus electricity equals life? Oh god, I'm out of time.